Chat. Hold on, I'm gonna do that again. I don't like how I did that. Chat. What is good? How are we all doing? Is everybody in here? Who's in here? I'm not really aware of who's in this bitch, but I hope a couple of people are in here at least. Cause it'll feel good for that fucking homie. Real fucking shit, dog. Real fucking smokes. Holy fucking smokes, dude. That is insane. But chat. I ain't even gonna lie. Kai is, you know what? You guys are not even here. Let me go back, bro. Oh no, you're here. Okay, I was gonna go back to my starting screen. What's good, chat? I don't know if you've seen, but bro, chat. Kai has been soft launching Streamer U2. Did you guys see it? Chat, look. Kai soft launched Streamer U. Look, searching for new students. Says it right here. So he's soft launching it. Chat, we are gonna get in here. Chat, this is it. The moment we've been waiting for. Streamer U2. Ah, Jesus was been telling me. Hold on. Do I be cutting out when I scream high? Because I don't want to be cutting out. Chat. Jesus has been telling me. Jesus has been telling me for a time. We're gonna exalt you. Cause chat, you wanna know what's crazy about it? Like this is gonna be it. Like this is gonna be the big one. We're gonna get into Streamer University. That's gonna be the start of the catapult to all of the success. And damn, chat, we've been waiting for this for so long. I knew bro, Jesus literally told me and promised me I was gonna get in here if I stayed on stewardship, stayed in my mission, and I have. And I've been seeing so much evidence of him helping me get certain things I need. So chat, yeah. Thank you all so much for being here. Deathstep. And you wanna know what it is? All of the guys who are already mod, who are in the Discord are gonna become the mods, because obviously we're gonna blow up after Streamer U. Since you guys were the OGs. But yeah, guys, Kai is soft launching Streamer U. That means that this is really going to be the start to everything. He's going to do it out. We're going to go there. We're going to smash it. Going to get out of comfort zone. Because I know one thing that a lot of creators didn't do at Streamer U1, I feel like they were scared of that shot. And I won't lie, it makes sense, because when you think about the nerves, it's crazy. But one thing about me is I've always said, maybe another Streamer U2 student is going to see this. Like, that moment of a bar, how many times have you wanted to do something like go talk to a girl and get her number, but then you didn't? But then let's say later on in the day when she leaves or you leave wherever place you were at, now what you think is, oh, I should have did it. Because now you're aware that the moments of embarrassment that you were in fear of so much would have already gone by, so it wouldn't have mattered. I feel like that was what a lot of people at the Streamer U1 didn't really take into account. And I can already tell, you can just tell so many of them beat up themselves, because I always say Streamer U is like a gym. It's like the gym gives you all the equipment, but then it's up on you to use that equipment to get your body in shape. Streamer U is just like that. It's like gives you the spotlight, gives you the platform. Now it's up to you to use it to really utilize yourself and put your platform in shape and shape up your career. And damn, I can't lie, like I've been waiting for this for so long. I don't forget it. Holy shit, holy smokes, dude. Holy fucking smokes, dog. Shit is insane. You know what I'm saying? So happy. And yeah, chat, we gonna make it. So yeah. Oh yeah, I was saying all of the people, when we go streaming you, obviously because we're gonna blow up and shit. All of the people in the Discord right now, since you guys are the OGs, all of you guys are gonna become mods. You're already mod. You'll probably be like a lead. I don't think there's any more special. I think you have all the permissions, Destep. I'm pretty sure you have all the permissions. I'll probably give you all, but I'm probably gonna give you like every single permission though. Like, so like even the ones that I have. I said when we go streamer you, obviously we are going to blow up. So I am going to make all of you guys that are in the Discord right now mods because you guys are the OGs, and you are already like the higher, like you're probably you're really the highest ranking one. So like I think you already have all the permissions I could give, but if not, I'll probably just let you have every single permission. So like you damn near have all the permissions I would have because I trust you to not ego trip and stuff. And yeah, that's really gonna be the start of everything. Streamer you! Oh my god! My Discord. What are the Discord? Yeah, I'm saying I'll probably make you, because all the other guys are gonna become mods. I'll probably make you the lead moderator and give you every single permission that I'm able to give. Am I too low? Am I too low or what? Is the mic volume too low or what? So what's the issue? Oh, okay. That's cool. But chat, streamer. I'm so freaking happy. Holy fucking smokes, dude. I'm freaking amazing. I'm so happy. Holy freaking smokes, dude. I'm the happiest man alive. We're fucking shit, brother. Hold on. Oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh. Oh, hold on, chat. Hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick. Chat. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a game on TikTok. New TikTok game I saw. I liked it, so we're gonna play it, brother. Oh, you better fucking believe it. So that's that, bro. You happy, G? Hold on, what's this?
I'm not from Treetop or I'm not from Fruit Town. Let's get this right, right? If it was not what I did see, I saw Game over there. They was hollering where Game can't go. Game was over there by himself. He didn't even tell us he was going, right?
I'm not
I
sure.
saw a lot of other homies from West Side shit like over there, but that's a lot of people I didn't see. So shout out to YG for, putting the light on it. He from Treetop, and whoever else participated in it. But understand this, whack dictates whack. I'm never gonna be where you expect me to be. I'm not the common man. I'm not from Treetop or I'm not from Fruit Town. Let's get this right, right? If it was not what I did see, I saw Game over there.
Okay, hold on, chat. We're gonna do this. We're gonna play a game. Chew. Okay, chat. Now, I'm not sure. You guys probably haven't seen this, right? But have you guys ever seen those like games on TikTok where it'll be like, those videos on TikTok where it'll be like, choose a door. Go through this door. If you do it, you skip to this time in the video. If not, then you just don't. Have you seen those games? Yeah, we're gonna play them. So that's what we're gonna do right now, chat. Hope y'all are excited. Lay down and rest your head tonight. Okay, chat, we're gonna play. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. Which one? Actually, chat, which one do you want to play? First, second, third? Don't say up to me, because that not just ruins the experience of it just being a stream. Because we're all in this together. Which one do y'all want to do, chat? SMH. Why y'all say up to me, man? It's supposed to be all of us. Which one? Guys, which one? Like, which one do you want to do, chat? Come on. 3? Alright, cool. Giuliano, you in this bitch? Your stupid ass. SMH, bruh. Brandon, that's not working, bruh. SMH, bruh. Why is it not going? Hold on. Okay, go.
There is no turning back. Pick a door, but choose carefully.
Okay.
Once you step inside, there is no
Choose
turning
carefully.
back.
No turning back, chat. No turning back.
Door 1. The back rooms. You've heard the urban legends, and now the nightmare is your reality.
Oh, no.
You have clipped out of the world and into the infinite. It may look
I don't
peaceful
think
in
this is
its
the one I
yellow
was-
emptiness, but don't let the silence fool you. The stagnant, suffocating stench of old cigarettes and damp, rotting wallpaper fills your lungs with every breath. The relentless, high-pitched fire.
Oh, shit. I was supposed to pick. Oh,
Pick
no,
a
wait, no.
door,
This is not the one I
but
wanted. It
choose
was like the
carefully.
one
Once you step
where
inside,
like it tells you
there
to
is
skip
no
to a
turning
certain
back.
time in the video.
Pick a door.
Hold on. Pick a door. 1, 2, 3. Which door are we choosing, chat? Which door? Which door are we choosing? BRB, I'm gonna take a shower. SMH, bruh. Okay, this dude's gonna pick a door. Choose wisely. Number 3. Okay. Okay. SMH, bruh. SMH, bruh. Why is always when I choose that ends up being the devil's house? Oh wait, no. That was number 2. This is number 3. That's still terrifying, bro. Skip to video. Oh yeah, this is the one I'm trying
Path. Each choice leads to new doors and options.
This was the one I was trying to do, chat. This is what I'm trying to do. And you wanna know what it is? We're gonna do it with the game. We're not gonna. I don't know if we're gonna
Pick
give
a
ourselves
path.
too much time to think.
Each
We're gonna
choice
do it when we
leads
need
to
it.
new doors and options.
In real life, I'm gonna play this like I would in real life. I won't lie. I just go to the train. Continue watching. Okay.
You chose the train cabin.
Yep.
At first, it is a quiet ride at sunset.
Okay.
Relaxing and steady.
W's in the chat. SMH, bruh. What's up with my internet, man? Holy fucking smokes, brother. This shit is fucking ridiculous. Continue watching. Okay.
You chose the train cabin.
Okay.
At first, it is a quiet ride at sunset,
Oh, no.
relaxing and steady.
Oh,
then
no.
the light outside fades completely.
Oh,
no
no.
moon, no stars.
Oh,
the
no.
train keeps moving and never stops. You are alone in a single cart and cannot move to others. It feels lonely, but calm. No one is here to harm you. Sometimes water and packaged food appear under the seats. Hours
nah,
later,
this is some
the
Alice
train
in Borderland
finally
shit.
stops. 2 doors open. You may either leave or stay on the train.
Stay on the train, nigga. Why would I leave? Skip to 130. Okay. Bruh, what's up with this internet, bro? Holy shit. Nigga. My internet is so freaking ass. Okay, wait. Okay, this is where we're...
You arrive in an underground abandoned subway station.
Oh, no.
It has not been used for years, and
Oh,
thick
no.
dust
This is where we
fills the
go,
air,
chat.
choking your lungs. The
Oh,
darkness
no.
makes it impossible to see the platform edge. Eventually,
Shit.
you fall onto the tracks. The platform walls are too high and smooth to climb, and you are blinded by the darkness. You try to move, but one rail suddenly shocks you with a lethal surge of electricity. Your journey ends here. You do not continue. Goodbye. You pick the door on the right. You step into the pool rooms. Wide tiled halls stretch out around shallow, still water. The air is cool and clean. The water is drinkable, but there is no food anywhere. Blinded by the darkness, you try to move, but one rail suddenly shocks you with a lethal surge of electricity.
And I died.
Your journey ends here. You do not continue. Goodbye. You pick the door on the right. You step into the pool
Are you serious right now, bro?
rooms. Wide tiled halls stretch out around
Restart,
shallow,
chat.
still
Reboot.
water.
We're rebooting.
Stars. The train keeps
My internet is so ass. Oh, this time we're gonna go to the elevator.
immediate. Light finally.
Okay.
You chose the elevator. There is a single button and a flashlight compartment beside it. If you do not press the button, the elevator does it for you.
Oh,
you
no.
descend for minutes. When the doors open, a sharp sewage smell hits immediately.
Oh, no.
It takes conscious effort to not pass out from the toxic stench. The lights are dim, but the flashlight helps. You swear you just heard someone walk in the distance. If you see signs of shelter, go the opposite way. As you keep exploring, 3 options appear. You must choose wisely.
I'm going up the ladder. Skip to 402. Okay.
You pick the staircase.
We know what would have happened if we went to 131
You
though.
arrive in an underground abandoned city. Ahead, you find the next choice in traveling. A quiet, ambient, lethal surge of electricity. Your journey ends air without warning. No shelter in sight, and debris flies through the air with clean,
402, chat. 402.
old lockers along the wall. The other 2.
Okay,
You
402.
arrive in the tranquil grasslands.
Oh?
You feel safe here. A cool breeze moves through the open fields. Birds chirp constantly, and the air is clean. Free vending machines appear along the path and provide snacks.
Okay.
You do not feel tired while walking.
Okay.
You can rest on the grass whenever you want.
Okay.
However, the longer you stay, the worse the weather becomes.
Oh, no.
Rainstorms grow stronger over
Holy
time.
fucking smokes.
It is best to keep moving.
This is a
Following
fucking
the
trap,
path
brother.
leads to 3 options: a cave, a calm river with a raft, or down the same path you've been traveling.
I won't lie. In real life, what would I do? Because going down the cave, walking down the long ass way, going on a boat? 3 bad. We got to choose the worst of 3 bads. And I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know how to use a boat. In real life, I'll just keep walking. So I'm lying. Let's just keep walking. Okay.
You arrive in a grass field filled with active tornadoes and violent thunderstorms. There is no shelter in sight, and debris flies through the air without warning.
Oh no.
Stay away from transmission lines and radio towers. The wind is so intense it pierces your ears, mixed with constant tornado sirens. Watch your head at all times. If a tornado looks like it is not moving, it is moving directly toward you. Eventually, you may face two options. Take shelter in a concrete bunker or stay outside.
Take it on the bunker. Bunker, easy, light work. Skip to 647. One thing I've noticed, if you gotta skip too far ahead,
you chose the
probably means your ass is cooked. Bro, for fuck's sake, bro.
Here. Goodbye. You have entered the bunker. At first it feels safe. Thick concrete walls, countless rooms, and stocked pantry shelves give a sense of security. But there is a silent threat. Carbon monoxide leaks from most of the ventilation pipes. You cannot find the source, and there is no way to seal it in time. You sit and wait, doing small, familiar things as the air grows heavy. Your thoughts slow, and you calmly pass out. Your journey ends here. Goodbye.
Bro, is there any good ending?
You decided not to enter the shelter. It was the right choice. The storm weakens and fades within minutes, the wind finally going quiet. As the clouds clear, you notice a large mansion in the distance. It takes time to reach, but the path is safe. Once inside, you are free to make yourself at home. You can invite anyone you want and have anything you need. Food, games, and comfort are endless here. You may stay as long as you wish or return home at any time. Congratulations. Pick a path.
Why are you trying to convince me to believe in God? You don't believe in God.
I don't, but the precision of the universe at least makes it logical to conclude there's a creator. Did you know that if gravity were slightly more powerful, the universe would collapse into a ball?
I did not.
Also, if gravity were slightly less powerful, the universe would fly apart and there'd be no stars or planets.
Where are you going with this, Sheldon?
It's just that gravity is precisely as strong as it needs to be. And if the ratio of the electromagnetic force to the strong force wasn't 1%, life wouldn't exist. What are the odds that would happen all by itself? There are 5 billion people on this planet, and you're the perfect mom for me. What are the odds of that?
Hold on. Okay, Chad, we got another one. Bro, Chad, this shit is bugging out. Let's react to some shit. You're Your life every level. Of winning the chat BRB. Okay, chat, we back. We back, chat. We back, chat. We back. Who's in the chat?
That feels like nothing until tonight. You stand under fluorescent lights at 9:47 p.m., holding milk, bread, and a cheap plastic pen. The gas station smells like coffee, windshield fluid, and warm paper from the receipt machine. You are tired in a normal way, the kind that settles behind your eyes after work. The clerk asks if you want anything else, and you almost say no. Then you see the lottery sign glowing behind the counter, too bright for the dirty glass. The jackpot number looks unreal, but unreal things are easy to ignore when rent is due. You buy one ticket because it feels harmless, almost embarrassing, like buying a private daydream. You fold it once, slide it into your wallet, and forget about it for 3 hours. At home, your dinner cools beside your phone while the numbers are read aloud online. You check slowly because people like you do not expect the world to bend. The first number matches and your body does not react yet. The second number matches and you tell yourself not to be stupid. The third number matches and the room begins to feel too quiet. By the fourth, you are standing, though you do not remember getting up. The fifth number makes your mouth dry, and the final number changes your life without asking permission. You look at the ticket again, then at the screen, then back at the ticket. Your hands start shaking so badly that the numbers blur. You do not scream, you do not dance. You sit down like something terrible happened, because your brain understands danger faster than it understands fortune. You take a picture of the ticket, then delete it, because even that feels risky. You check the numbers again from another website, then another, then the official page. Every match feels less like proof and more like a trap waiting to close. You put the ticket in a kitchen drawer, then take it out after 15 seconds. The drawer suddenly feels like the least secure place on earth. You wrap it in an envelope and hide it inside a book you never finished reading. Then you sit in the dark with the lights off, listening to traffic outside. By midnight, you have won everything and slept not 1 minute. Level 2, the secret you carry badly through an ordinary morning. Morning comes too bright, and the world has the nerve to behave normally. Your alarm rings at the same time, with the same cruel sound. You stare at it, realizing you may never need that alarm again. Then you go to work anyway, because not going would require an explanation. You shower longer than usual, checking the ticket twice before leaving. You hide it in a folder, inside a bag, under a sweater. Every zipper sounds too loud. Every stranger suddenly looks observant. On the bus, a man glances at your bag, and you almost move seats. You have not changed yet, but your fear has. At work, your manager complains about a report you forgot to send. Yesterday, that would have tightened your chest. Today, it floats past you. You nod, apologize, and wonder how much money he makes in a year. Then, you hate yourself for thinking that so quickly. Money has entered the room before you have touched a cent. You search online during lunch with the brightness turned low. You learn that winners often have months or a year to claim, depending on the place. You learn that some winners can stay anonymous and some cannot. You learn that the lump sum is smaller than the advertised jackpot. You learn that taxes arrive before the fantasy gets comfortable. Every article says the same thing in different language. Sign nothing, tell almost nobody. Get professional help before claiming. The words feel adult, dry, and serious, like instructions after an accident. You almost call your mother, then stop with her contact open. You imagine her joy, then her questions, then her telling one person she trusts. That one person has a spouse, a cousin, a coworker, and a phone. You close the contact and feel lonely in a brand new way. The secret is already separating you from people you love. That evening, you buy a small fireproof safe with cash. The clerk does not care. You care enough for both of you. Level 3, the professional wall you build before anyone can reach you. You do not claim the prize the next day because fear finally becomes useful. You call an attorney from your car parked behind a grocery store. Your voice sounds strange when you say you may have a winning ticket. The attorney does not gasp. That is the first thing you like about him. He asks where you bought it, when, and whether anyone else signed it. Then he tells you not to sign the back until he understands the rules. You had imagined celebration. Instead, you are entering administration. There are forms, deadlines, identity documents, claim procedures, and decisions with permanent consequences. The first real question is not what you will buy. The first real question is how visible you are about to become. If your location requires publicity, your name may become searchable forever. Old classmates, distant relatives, strangers, charities, scammers, and journalists may find you before you find peace. The attorney explains trusts, limited liability entities, and financial structures in a calm voice. Some options may help protect privacy, depending on local law. Some may do nothing except make you feel safer. You hire him anyway because you no longer trust your own instincts. Then comes the financial planner, who asks questions that feel insulting. What do you spend each month? What debts exist? Who depends on you? You want to say, none of that matters now. But it matters more than before, because mistakes now have more zeros. The accountant talks about withholding, estimated taxes, and the difference between advertised money and received money. The jackpot on television was a headline. Your actual money will be a document. You begin to understand that winning is not receiving wealth. Winning is being handed a machine you do not know how to operate. Everyone tells you to slow down, and slowing down feels impossible.
Don't wait to be chosen. Choose to be ready. Powerade. Power your fate.
My dad started wearing this every night. Now he walks like he's 50 again. Introducing EM Sense, the at-home.
Your old life keeps demanding attention while your new life waits behind a locked door. Bills still arrive. Your phone still buzzes. The ticket still sits hidden. You start sleeping with the safe in your bedroom closet. You laugh at yourself once, then check the lock again. Level 4, the claim that turns private luck into public weight. The claim office is not magical. It looks like a government building with tired chairs. You arrive early, wearing clothes chosen to say nothing memorable. The ticket is inside an envelope, inside a folder, inside your hand. Your attorney walks beside you like a human barrier. For weeks, the prize belonged to the imagination. Today, it belongs to paperwork. A staff member checks your identification, then the ticket, then your identification again. You watch her face for a sign, but professionals do not give you drama. The machine reads what your heart already knows. There is confirmation, then waiting, then another room with cleaner furniture. You sign where they tell you after your attorney reads every line. Your signature feels too small for what it is doing. Depending on the rules, they may take a photograph or prepare a public announcement. You smile like a person trying to imitate a person smiling. The camera catches your face, but not the panic under your ribs. Someone says congratulations, and the word sounds strangely inadequate. Congratulations is for graduations, promotions, birthdays, and babies. This feels more like being exposed to weather nobody else can see. When you leave, nothing visible has changed. There is no marching band, no golden door, no cinematic soundtrack. Just pavement, traffic, and a folder full of copies.
Hold on, Chad. BRB.
Becomes a request. A cousin calls after 6 years and says family should stay close. An old friend
Chat, I'm back. Let's keep reacting.
Just pavement, traffic, and a
chat, you
folder
wanna
full
know
of
this?
copies. Your money
Winning the
may not
lottery would be
arrive
crazy.
instantly. Transfers take processing, verification, and time. This delay becomes its own strange torture. You are
Okay.
rich in the future and ordinary in the present. You still have your bank balance from before sitting there like a joke. That night, you
Winning the
tell
lottery
one
would be
person
such a
because secrecy
experience.
becomes physically painful. You choose carefully, and their face changes before they can control it. They hug you first, then they ask how much. That is the first crack in the old world. Level 5, the first spending that feels like freedom and then warning. The money arrives quietly as digits on a screen inside a private account. You refresh the page 3 times because the number looks like an error. There is no golden glow around it, just commas. You thought your body would relax. Instead, every muscle tightens. The first thing you pay off is debt, because debt has been breathing on you for years. Credit cards disappear. Loans disappear. Old fear disappears from certain envelopes. Then you buy something small, almost comically small. A better chair, a good coat, a hotel room with thick towels. You test comfort the way a rescued animal tests an open door. Soon, small permission becomes bigger permission. You upgrade your phone, your mattress, your car, your food, your neighborhood. Each purchase is defensible by itself. Together, they begin to form another person. You tell yourself you deserve it, and that is partly true. You also tell yourself you are being reasonable, which is less consistently true. Salespeople learn your name faster than old coworkers ever did. Restaurants treat you better when your card is heavier. Hotels solve problems before you finish explaining them. You begin to notice that money does not just buy things. It buys speed, silence, forgiveness, privacy, and better versions of human behavior. This discovery embarrasses you. Then it seduces you. The first family request arrives as a conversation disguised as happiness. Someone needs help with a car, then rent, then a business idea. You want to be generous. You also want not to become an open wallet. Saying yes feels loving. Saying no feels violent. You try to solve the discomfort with a
Wait, how did they find out? Should have never told nobody.
That
Chat, you wanna know is I have an issue, bro. Sometimes when I react to the videos, I forget I'm reacting. I just be watching.
defensible by itself. Together, they begin to form another person. You tell yourself you deserve it, and that is partly true.
Okay, you do.
also tell yourself you are being reasonable, which is less consistently true. Salespeople learn your name faster than old coworkers ever did. Restaurants treat you better when your card is heavier. Hotels solve problems before you finish explaining them. You begin to notice that money does not just buy things. It buys speed, silence, forgiveness, privacy, and better versions of human behavior. This discovery embarrasses you. Then it seduces you. The first family request arrives as a conversation disguised as happiness. Someone needs help with a car, then rent, than a business idea. You want to be generous. You also want not to become an open wallet. Saying yes feels loving. Saying no feels violent. You try to solve the discomfort with amounts that seem large to them and small to you. That works once. Then everyone updates their expectations. You have entered the level where generosity becomes policy. Level 6.
Just one cornetto, give it to me. Delicious ice cream of Italy.
Unwrap the summer with the best ever cornetto. New Max Hazelnut Chocolate and Pistachio.
Congrats! You went global. You're now subject to regulations you've never heard of. You're welcome. You've got a product to ship.
The circle of people who love you differently now. Your relationships do not end all at once. They change temperature first. People pause before complaining about money around you. Friends split restaurant bills awkwardly, waiting to see what you will do. Some insist on paying their share with theatrical pride. Others forget their wallet. You tell yourself you deserve it, and that is partly true.
How did they find out?
You also tell yourself you are being reasonable, which is less consistently true. Salespeople learn, and their face changes before they can control it. They hug you first. in the present. You still have your bank balance from before sitting there like a joke. That night, you tell one person because secrecy becomes physically painful. You choose carefully, and their face changes before they
told
can
everybody.
control it. They hug you first. Then they ask how much. That is the first crack in the old world. Level 5, the first spending that feels like freedom and then warning. The money arrives quietly as privacy and better be generous. You also want not to become an open wallet. Saying yes feels loving. Saying no feels violent. You try to solve the discomfort with amounts that seem large to them and small to you. That works once. Then everyone updates their expectations. You have entered the level where generosity becomes policy. Level 6, the circle of people who love you differently now. Your relationships do not end all at once. They change temperature first. People pause before complaining about money around you. Friends split restaurant bills awkwardly, waiting to see what you will do. Some insist on paying their share with theatrical pride. Others forget their wallet with a softness that feels rehearsed. You start noticing tiny things you wish you could unnotice. Who asks directly? Who hints? Who jokes until the joke becomes a request? A cousin calls after 6 years and says family should stay close. An old friend says your blessing could become everyone's blessing. A neighbor asks whether the rumors are true while pretending not to ask. You become a story people tell in rooms you are not inside. The attorney helps you create boundaries, but boundaries sound colder when spoken aloud. You set up a giving plan because random generosity turns you into a target. Some people respect it, some hear it as betrayal. You learn that need has no natural ending point. There is always another emergency, another chance, another once-in-a-lifetime problem. You also learn that some people are genuinely drowning. Their desperation is real, and your ability to help is real. That is what makes refusal feel cruel. You lie awake measuring love against sustainability. No spreadsheet can tell you when compassion becomes self-destruction. The people closest to you may become the hardest to trust, not because they are bad, but because the money sits between every sentence. Dating becomes stranger than you expected. You wonder if attraction is real, if patience is strategy, if kindness has calculations. You miss being liked without being evaluated. You miss cheap plans that did not require emotional accounting. The win gave you freedom, then made every human motive more expensive to read. Level 7, the advisors who guard you and quietly control access. Eventually, your life develops a gate around it, built from professionals. There's the attorney, the accountant, the investment advisor, the insurance specialist.
I just say I have a good job.
A security consultant.
And then just take care of people I want to take care of.
Thick folders and phrases like exposure, liability, allocation, and risk tolerance. You become fluent enough to understand danger, not fluent enough to ignore them. The investment advisor explains that keeping millions safe is not passive. Cash loses value, markets move, taxes change, laws shift. People sue. Your money must be placed, divided, protected, reviewed, and sometimes left alone. Left alone becomes the hardest instruction. You want the money to feel alive, productive, impressive. The advisor wants it to survive you. You hear about winners who lost everything, and the stories sound exaggerated until you see the patterns. Overspending, bad investments, lawsuits, addiction, family pressure, divorce, fraud, and shame. Nobody loses a fortune in one dramatic scene. They lose it through repeated exceptions that become habits. You create accounts you do not touch. Accounts for taxes, accounts for giving. Your old bank app becomes irrelevant. Your new dashboard becomes intimidating. At some point, a professional tells you what you can safely spend each year. You laugh because the number is large. Then you realize even large numbers can be exceeded by a careless life. The strangest part is paying people to tell you no. Before winning, no came from scarcity. Now, no comes from protection. You are not just wealthy, you are administratively wealthy. Your freedom requires meetings, signatures, passwords.
Chad, this is the dream for all of us, bro. We'll get here eventually by God's grace.
The dream has become a system, and the system has office hours. Level 8, the new life that looks peaceful from very far away. You move because privacy becomes more valuable than nostalgia. The new house is beautiful in ways you once studied online. It has quiet rooms, controlled light, appliances that barely make sound, and doors that close heavily. At first,
vocabulary. Never square.
Welcome to my bank, Revolut, with its layers upon layers of protection, like...
You walk through it at night like a visitor. You touch countertops, you open closets, you stand in rooms without purpose. Everything is better, and not everything feels like yours. The neighborhood is polite, landscaped, and emotionally distant. People wave without asking questions, which becomes its own luxury. Your old neighborhood had noise, interruption, familiarity, and memory. This place has space, security cameras, and silence that grows after sunset. You travel because you can, and airports become
I so strongly believe I'm going to win the lottery. I so strongly believe I'm going to win the lottery.
Better beds. Comfort removes friction, but friction had given your days shape. Without work, you must invent structure or drift into expensive emptiness. Morning no longer.
BRB, chat, BRB. I got to check my phone.
escaped and emotionally distant. People wave without asking questions, which becomes its own luxury. Your old neighborhood had noise, interruption, familiarity, and memory. This place has space, security cameras, and silence that grows after sunset. You travel because you can, and airports become less punishing. Better lines, better seats, better lounges, better beds. Comfort removes friction, but friction had given your days shape. Without work, you must invent structure or drift into expensive emptiness. Morning no longer arrives with orders. There is no manager, no shift, no commute, no urgent reason to become useful. At first, this feels like heaven. Then, it becomes disorienting. You try hobbies with the intensity of someone auditioning for a personality. Cooking classes, trainers, language lessons, boats, art, foundations, private tours, long lunches. Some things bring joy. Some only prove you can pay. You learn that leisure without meaning becomes another room to pace inside. People assume you are happy because unhappiness now seems ungrateful. So you edit your complaints before speaking. You cannot say loneliness inside a beautiful house without hearing how absurd it sounds. But absurd pain still hurts. Level 9, the power that arrives after the pleasure wears thin. The pleasure phase does not end because you become wise. It ends because repetition dulls the miracle. Another upgrade, another suite, another purchase, another person saying yes too quickly. You begin looking for something money cannot immediately flatten. Some winners disappear into privacy. Some build businesses. Some become philanthropists. Some become cautionary stories. You decide to do something useful, partly from gratitude and partly from fear. A foundation sounds noble until you meet the paperwork behind nobility. Applications, boards, grant cycles, compliance, measurement, staffing, public expectations, and private disappointment. Giving money away responsibly is harder than handing out checks. Everyone has a story. Everyone has urgency. Everyone can make you feel chosen. You fund scholarships, local programs, medical bills, shelters, maybe the school that once ignored you. The first thank you letter makes you cry harder than the bank balance did. Then come more letters, more requests, more decisions that decide who receives help and who waits. Power is not only the ability to say yes, power is surviving the faces attached to your no. You discover that influence creates gravity. Politicians want meetings, business owners want capital, nonprofits want partnership, strangers want rescue. People listen when you speak, even when you are guessing. This should feel validating. Often, it feels dangerous. You remember being ordinary enough to be corrected. Now, some people nod because disagreement might cost them. You learn to crave the few people who still challenge you. They become rare, valuable, and occasionally exhausting. Your name, if public, becomes attached to narratives you did not choose. Lucky, generous, wasteful, selfish, changed, fake.
New Pepsi Strawberries and Cream. 37% sweeter than a pickle tattoo.
Yep, 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 okay, yep.
Blessed, corrupted. Everyone edits you into the version they need. You are no longer just a person who won money. You are evidence in other people's arguments about fairness, fate, greed, and deserving. Level 10, the life after winning that no ticket ever explains. Years pass, and the ticket becomes smaller in memory than the life it created. You keep it somewhere safe, if you kept it at all. The paper itself is ordinary, almost insulting. A faded rectangle once split your life into before and after. Before, your problems were smaller but closer. After, your problems became larger, stranger, and harder to explain without sounding ungrateful. You have learned the private grammar of wealth. Never answer quickly, never invest from excitement, never give from guilt without a structure. Never confuse attention with love, access with loyalty, or luxury with peace. You have also learned that money truly matters. Anyone who says otherwise has probably never feared a bill enough. Money healed things in your life that should never have been wounds. It bought medical care, rest, safety, time, options, and distance from humiliation. That truth remains even after the darker truths arrive. The win did not make you shallow. It revealed where the cracks already were. In your family, in your friendships, in your habits, in your idea of yourself. Some people stayed, adjusted, and learned how to love you across the change. Some people left because you disappointed their fantasy. Some had to be removed because their need became a form of control. You grieved all of it more than outsiders would understand. There are mornings when you still wake with old panic. For 1 second, you think you are late for work, behind on rent, trapped again. Then the room returns, the quiet house, the protected calendar. The unlocked day, relief comes first. Then something heavier follows. You realize freedom is not the absence of pressure. Freedom is choosing which pressures deserve your life. The lottery gave you choices faster than you could build the wisdom to use them. That was the hidden cost. Not misery, not ruin, not the simple moral people prefer. The cost was becoming responsible for a life that no longer had excuses. Eventually, you see someone in a gas station line buying a ticket after work. They look tired in the same ordinary way you once looked tired. They slide the ticket into a wallet without thinking, already returning to their small worries. You almost want to warn them, not because winning is bad, not because the dream is false, because the dream is incomplete. The ticket can open the door, but it cannot tell you who to become afterward. So you say nothing. You walk past the glowing jackpot sign, step into the night, and leave the next life behind you. Otherwise has probably never feared a bill enough. Money healed things in your life that should never have been wounds. It bought medical care, rest, safety, time, options, and distance from humiliation. That truth remains even after the dark. Darker truths arrive. The win did not make you shallow. It revealed where the cracks already were. In your family, in your friendships, in your habits, in your idea of yourself. Some people stayed, adjusted, and learned how to love you across the change. Some people left because you disappointed their fantasy. Some had to be removed because their need became a form of control. You grieved all of it more than outsiders would understand. There are mornings when you still wake with old panic. For 1 second, you think you are late for work, behind on rent, trapped again. Then the room returns, the quiet house, the protected calendar. The unlocked day, relief comes first. Then something heavier follows. You realize freedom is not the absence of pressure. Freedom is choosing which pressures deserve your life. The lottery gave you choices faster than you could build the wisdom to use them. That was the hidden cost. Not misery, not ruin, not the simple moral people prefer. The cost was becoming responsible for a life that no longer
Chat, well, I think that will be it for today's stream. This was kind of like a more just chatting one. As I said, I'm trying to get into more just chatting streams, but because I feel like we've been doing gaming for so long. But yeah, that was it, chat. Thank y'all for tuning in. But yeah, chat, that will be it for this stream. Hold on, chat. Hold on. You gotta get the outro ready. chat. Thank you for tuning in. This is the end of the stream, and I'll see you on the next episode of LSZ Kai.